Hello everyone, my name is Sam Barry. I'm a maths teacher here at Receive College and I'm also responsible for Century, which is an online learning platform that we use here to promote maths and English and to help you with your skills. Now, first things first, logging into Century. Dead simple, go onto Google and type in the word Century, like so. Once you've done that, don't worry about clicking on the top link, click on the second one down that says Century Login. That'll take you straight to the login page, which is what we're after. Now, this next bit is quite important, so listen carefully. I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see this more clearly. Now, if you're a returning student, your email is exactly the same. It'll be your initials, a 0, followed by your student number at receive.ac.uk. However, if you're a new student here with us at Receive, you will not have your initial or a 0. You will just simply have your student number followed by at receive.ac.uk. So your email addresses will be slightly different if you're a returning student compared to if you're a new student. However, as long as you know your student email address, you're absolutely fine. You will be able to log in. As I'm using a old student, a returning student's email address, I am putting in the initials, and then the password is as follows: password 1, the number 1. Okay, all lowercase, that's simple, and you'll have that easy access all year round. So keep that the same, and you're good to go. So student email address, password 1. Once you click sign in, you'll be brought through to Century, and as you can see, it's quite a cool looking piece of kit, and there's a few different features here which I'll explain to you now. So on the left-hand side, you'll see 2 smart initial assessments, one for maths, one for English. It's really helpful that you complete these because it allows your teacher to see what you've remembered and what you may have forgotten over the summer. With that information, we are then able to teach our lessons slightly better. We'll be able to use that information to, maybe go through a certain topic with a bit more speed or a bit slower to help you understand it further. If there's something that you've really struggled with in the initial assessment, we can help you out. So make sure you fill these in as best as you can and work through them as best as you can. They take about 30 minutes each to do, so it doesn't take too long, but the information we get from those pieces of assessments really helpful. Once you've done those, you can then put your attention towards the recommended pathway. Now, Century uses your information as well to work out what you need to actually look at, spending time on. The best way for it to do it is by completing these 2 diagnostics. There's 2 for maths, 2 for English. But by completing a diagnostic, it's basically a range of different questions on different topics, and some stuff you'll get right, some stuff you'll get wrong. And what Central will do, take that information and it'll provide you with work on stuff that you struggled with. Because as much as, in life we want to do things we're already good at, it's not going to make us better students, it's not going to make us learn. So what we really need to do is put our attention, our time into topics we're not the best at. Because by doing that, we are going to make progress and we will be working towards the grade we want to achieve. So work through those diagnostics. Once you've done that, you'll be left with nothing but nuggets on different random topics. So you can see here plenty of English language ones, which is absolutely fine. But let's say, for example, you're a maths research student and you want to be focusing primarily on maths, you want to get rid of those English ones. Turn off those other subjects by clicking on the top right, switch them off, only leave the maths one on, and then click apply. When you click apply, your pathway will be updated with recommended nuggets based on topics you can work on. So if we have a look at some of these, you've got indices, expanding, equations, formula, percentage increase, key terms in 2D geometry. So let's click on this one. So a nugget is essentially a little micro lesson. So a micro lesson, a bit of information, stuff you can learn, stuff you can understand, followed by questions. So first things first, let me show you a little video here. So if I, fast forward 7 seconds in, I'll press play, listening carefully.
So first of all, an angle is the word given to a measure of turn between 2 straight lines. So the amount that one line has to turn to meet the other line. A side is a line that...
Okay, so a nice little video. Personally, I quite like the videos. I feel like they explain things in nice ways, and often they mimic what you're taught in the classroom as well. So you're not getting taught 2 different ways. You kind of taught very similarly, which is really nice. Once you've done that, or once you're happy with the learning that you've done, you can work through the questions by clicking down. So which of these is a line? There you go, nice easy question for myself there. A line, nice and straight. Select that one. Scroll to the bottom, click submit answer. And then once you want to check, did you get it right? Correct. Excellent. So 2 ticks. Move on to the next question. Which of these images is pointing at a side? So key terms in 2D geometry. I'm pretty happy with this actually. I'm not going to spend too much time on this, but it's going to be that one. Submit answer. Happy days. 3 ticks. Move on to the next question. Now, essentially on Century this year, we're going to be rewarding students for getting answers correctly. Normally we do it based off of time, but really we want to be more. We want to work towards achieving goals. And how do we do that? Just by putting time into the relevant learning, such as the videos, followed by, trying to have success. So take your time with these questions. Don't rush it. Try and achieve the correct answer each and every time. I am in the business this year of rewarding students for their time, effort, and attitude towards Sentry. So the more you do on Sentry, the more success you have, the more likely it is that I'll be getting on the phone, calling home, getting in touch with you guys and sending certificates out just to reward you for all the hard work you're putting in. So now more than ever, there's that that incentive to get more done. Now, why are we incentivizing you? Why do we like Sentry so much? Well, we looked at the data from last summer, and students who spent more time on Sentry were more likely to either meet their target grade or exceed it, do better. So it works. Sentry is an online learning platform that has everything there that you need all in one place. And the more time you spend in that space, the more likely you are to succeed. Now, the one last thing I'm going to show you two more things. First thing is my assignments. Throughout the academic year, your teacher may set you some work through the assignments tab. These are, assignments that they think are particularly helpful. And as you can see, here's some from last year. Once you complete them, it will go over into the completed tab and it'll tell you the score that you've got, how long you spent on it, and the topic there. So for me personally, when my students complete assignments, I know they mean business. I know that they're really willing to work hard and try and achieve a grade that they deserve. So try and get this assignments tab, this section here that says complete, try and get that nice and full, because that will really mean that you're working towards what you ought to deserve. The next thing I want to show you is something relevant to your course area. So not just maths and English, but relevant to you or what you're studying here at Receive College. So this is an animal management student. We've got a custom course. And these custom courses, if I click on it here, they consist of maths, English, science nuggets, all relevant to the course that you're on. So these are hand-selected nuggets by your course managers. So there's maths ones, English, and science. So if I click down to science, next week, for example, I could have an assignment on animal cells, or I could have an assessment or a practical, whatever it may be. Now, what I want to do is make sure I'm prepared so I can go onto Sentry and do some research on that. So click on animal cells there. I can watch the video again like I did before, and then I can answer some questions on it. Okay, there we go. Look at those beautiful animal cells right there. So Sentry, not only is it good for maths and English, but it can also help you in your course curriculum area. So it's got everything all in one place. The more you do on there, the more you'll be rewarded. I'm going to do my best as the Sentry ambassador for the college to try and put us on the map. And by you getting stuck in, you're going to make my life a lot easier, and I'll be looking to reward you for your efforts. So what do you want to do in the next few weeks? You want to be logging into Sentry. You want to be working through your pathway. Provide Sentry with as much information as possible in order for it to provide you with the relevant nuggets and work needed to get you where you want to be. Hopefully you found this video beneficial. I hope you have a great academic year with us here at Receive College. And if you see me around, feel free to say hi. I am Sam Parry. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching.